So welcome students, welcome once again to the web classes. In the previous lecture we understood about the future continuous tense, right? Today we are going to learn about the future perfect tense. What is a future perfect tense? First of all, we need to understand that how can we use, I'm sorry, this is wrongly written here. The future perfect tense, it is wrongly written here, it is future perfect tense. Okay, so, the future perfect is a verb tense that can be used for actions that will be completed before some other point in the future, right? That will start now, but that will end in future at some other specific point, right? For example, the parade will have ended by the time Chester gets out of bed. At 8 o'clock, I will have left. So, what does that mean? That means at like by the time Chester gets out of bed. So when Chester will get out of the bed, he will have the parade, right? Okay, the parade will be going on in the continuous process till the Chester gets out of the bed. And at 8 o'clock, I will have left. What does that mean? I will wait until 8 o'clock, but I will left before 8 o'clock, right? So the future perfect tense is for talking about an action that will be completed between now and some point in the future, right? So suppose this is now we are talking and this is future. So here it is starting maybe, and here it is ending before some point in the future. Okay, the future perfect formula, it is nothing more but you need to just place will, then have, then past participle. What does that mean? Past participle V3. It doesn't matter, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if the subject of your sentence is singular or plural, the formula does not change. So if you are going to put he, right, you will put after it will have and then V3. If you are going to put she, that will remain same. If you are going to put I, that will remain the same. If you are going to put you, that will remain the same. Right? Please do not mistake with this future continuous, it is wrongly written here. I'm sorry, all of you, right? This is future perfect. Okay, so moving further, I hope you understood about the formula of future perfect tense. So what does future perfect tell us? We need to understand first of all, right? There is a thin line between the future tense, simple future tense and future perfect tense. We need to perfectly understand it, right? Imagine that your friend Sunil asks you to take care of his cat for a few days while he goes on a trip, right? So Sunil, like he is going on a trip, and he is asking you to take care of his cat, right, for few days. He wants you to come over today at noon so he can show you where to find the cat food and how to mash it up in the bowl and just right so that the cat will deign to eat it, right? So he wants you to come over his place, right? He's asking you to go to his place, and then he will let you understand about the cat food, how to mash up it in the bowl, right? And then it should be perfectly done so that the cat will deign to eat it, right? So but you are busy this afternoon, so you ask Sunil if you can come at 8 o'clock tonight instead. So you are asking Sunil when to come, you to come around like 8 o'clock in the night, right? 8 o'clock instead. So how will he say no, that won't work, at 8 o'clock I will have left already, right? So he's saying that he will left at 8 o'clock or he will left before 8 o'clock. Here we need to understand, see, he has said at 8 o'clock I will have left already. So what does that mean? He will wait until 8 o'clock, but before 8 o'clock he will have left, right? It tells that Sunil is going to leave for his trip sometime after right now, right? After right now, right? This is now. And after some time, he is going to leave. But before a certain point in the future, right? Suppose this is 8 o'clock, before some time in the future. So this situation is going to happen between now and a some time in the future. So here this is a situation, right? So that we can understand what does future perfect tell us. He probably shouldn't have waited until the last minute to find a cat sitter. So what does he want? He wants you to go there so that he don't need to find a cat sitter at the last moment, right? Just a moment. Okay, so moving further, when to use the future perfect tense. So sometime you can use the future perfect tense and simple future tense interchangeably. In these two sentences, there is no real difference in meaning because the word before makes the sequence of event clear. Here I am going to show you some examples in which there are two sentences. One is with the future perfect tense and the other one is with the simple future tense. But you can use both of the sentences. The difference, only difference that can make is with the word before, right? Only the word before can make the changes. For example, Sunil will leave before you get there. Sunil will have left before you get there. See here, just a moment. Here this sentence is written in simple future and this sentence is written future perfect, right? So Sunil will have left before you get there and Sunil will leave before you get there. So what does that mean? That means Sunil is going to leave between now and some point before in the future, right? I hope you understand this. But without prepositions such as before or by the time that make the sequence of events clear, you need to use the future perfect to show that what happened first. So you need to see, just a moment. See, you need to make it clear. If you are using before, then this will clear automatically that what which event is going to happen before. See, here we can understand Sunil will have left before you get there. So this event is going to happen first and then this is second, right? Again same, Sunil will leave before you get there, right? So this is unclear, I can say, right? This is really not clear that Sunil will leave before he get there, or when he will get there then Sunil will leave. So this is particularly unclear, so we cannot use before in this simple future tense. Then what do we need to do is just use this present so before word in the future perfect tense, right? See, here is an example for clearance. At 8 o'clock Sunil will leave and at 8 o'clock Linda will have left. So what does that mean by the first sentence? This means that Linda will wait until 8 o'clock to leave. So this means that at 8 o'clock Sunil will leave and Linda will wait until that, right? That means this means that Linda will wait until 8 o'clock to leave, right? So and at 8 o'clock Linda will have left. What does I'm sorry, this is written Linda, this is particularly Sunil, and this is also Sunil, right? And this one as well. I'm sorry guys, bear with me, right? These words are written wrongly here. The name Linda is can be changed with Sunil, you can understand it. At 8 o'clock Sunil will leave. This means that Sunil will wait until 8 o'clock, right? And at 8 o'clock exactly he will leave. And at 8 o'clock Linda will have left. What does that mean? I'm sorry, Sunil will have left. What does that mean? That means that Sunil will not wait at for 8 o'clock, right? He will leave before 8 o'clock. So when not to use the future perfect tense, the future perfect tense is only for actions that will be completed before a specific point in the future, right? From now and before. In other words, the action you are talking about must have a deadline, right? It should have a deadline, and before that deadline, the action should have completed. If you don't mention a deadline, use the simple future tense instead of the future perfect tense. It is completely clear when not to use. If you do not have a deadline, then you do not need to use the future perfect tense. But if you have a deadline, you can surely use the future perfect tense, right? See here, the first sentence is Linda will leave. That is in simple future tense. And if we check, Linda will have left. So here the deadline does not work, but here there is a deadline, right? Maybe some point before he is going to she is going to leave, right? The deadline can be very specific, 8 o'clock, or it can be vague, next week. It can even depend on when something is else happens. So deadline can be very specific, 8 o'clock, or it can be vague, next week. It can even depend on when something else happens after the parade ends. It just to be sometime in the future, right? So that the deadline that we are talking about can be very specific, right? It can be very specific, or it can be vague, like next week, next month, right? It can even depend on when something else happens, right? That means like a particular action is going to happen, and then that can also be a particular deadline, right? But it just has to be in the future, right? Moving further, prepositional phrases that often go with the future perfect, right? That we need to understand. Just like, by this time next week, Linda will have left for her trip. So here prepositional phrase, by this time. Again, from now, 3 days from now, we will have finished our project. At midnight, the party will have ended. Will you have eaten already? Chester will not have married by the time the parade is over. Arrived. I'm sorry, married. I said this is arrived. When I travel to France, I will have been to 10 countries. My sister will have cleaned the bathroom before the party. As soon as someone buys this chair, I will have sold all furniture I wanted to get rid of. So here you can see in all the black letters, right? On all the black letters, you can see the phrases, prepositional phrases that are being used with the future perfect tense. You can also have a particular note about this prepositional phrases. So this is all. Thank you so much till today. We will meet in the next lecture. I'm sorry about the mashup that we did in the some point in the slide. I'm sorry about it. Okay. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you so much.